Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the MazaPlay.net Emirates D20 powered by FanCode. It's match number 10, the second game today in the Super Friday, and it's Sharjah versus Abu Dhabi live from the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go down to Shoaib Ahmed, who's with the captains for the toss.
It's time to flip the coin for the game between Sharjah and Abu Dhabi. I've got the star cast to my left here. For Sharjah is the captain Fayaz. Right in the centre is the match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. And on to his left is the captain for Team Abu Dhabi, Ali Abid. The home team is Sharjah and Fayaz is going to flip the coin. Heads is the call.
Tail it is.
Tails it is. Fayaz, टॉस जीत गए हैं, क्या करेंगे और क्यों?
हम बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं क्योंकि विकेट थोड़ा सा मैंने देखा है सॉफ्ट है, ग्रिप कर रहा है बॉल, थोड़ा सा बॉलर को शुरू में हेल्प मिलेगी।
ड्यू भी एक फैक्टर है।
नहीं, अभी तक हम तो सारे डे के ही मैच खेलेंगे, पहला मैच है जो थोड़ा सा लेट हो रहा है, तो ड्यू का हवा वगैरह चल रही है, ड्यू का कोई चांस लग नहीं रहा अभी।
टीम में कुछ चेंजेस हैं?
जी बिल्कुल, उस्मान वापस आया है और अयान आया वापस हर्ष की जगह पे और अलमास नहीं है।
अयान हमने देखा काफ़ी अच्छा वर्ल्ड कप भी खेले हैं, तो उनका आना टीम में एक बड़ा प्लस होगा शारजा के लिए।
जी जी बिल्कुल, माशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छा बॉलर भी है और साथ साथ बैटिंग बहुत अच्छी करता है और फील्डर भी है, तो तीनों फॉर्मेट में हमें जो है वो अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स देगा।
आप कहाँ करेंगे बैटिंग आज?
मैं नंबर 3 पे ही।
ओके, ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू।
अली, वो लोग बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं, आप खुश हैं बैटिंग करने से या आपको भी बॉलिंग करनी थी पहले?
नहीं, हम भी बैटिंग करने वाले थे क्योंकि कोशिश करेंगे 150 116 के लिए टारगेट सेट करें तो इंशाल्लाह फिर डिफेंड कर लेंगे उसको।
ओवरऑल हमने देखा है इस टूर्नामेंट में भी आपने चेज़ काफ़ी अच्छा किया है। 2 मैचेस, कल एमिरेट्स ब्लूज़ के खिलाफ भी आपकी चेज़ जो थी वो बहुत अच्छी हुई थी। तो आज बैटिंग फर्स्ट करने में थोड़ा सा आपको दिक्कत लगती है या आपको लगता है कि आपकी टीम में उतनी कैपेबिलिटी है कि वो अच्छा बड़ा स्कोर कर सकते हैं?
नहीं, हमारी टीम माशाल्लाह बैलेंस है। आपने कल भी देखा कि जो भी आ रहा था पॉजिटिव खेल रहा था। आज भी क्रिकेट तो हम पॉजिटिव ही खेलते हैं, पॉजिटिव खेलेंगे तो रिज़ल्ट अच्छे आते हैं। तो इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे कि पहले सर्कल थोड़ा यूटिलाइज़ करें, 6 ओवर में 50 तक आ जाए, तो इस हिसाब से इंशाल्लाह 150 160 हो जाएगा तो डिफेंड कर सकते हैं उसको।
काफ़ी अलग अप्रोच के साथ खेल रहे हैं इस बार। कोई चेंजेस हैं टीम में?
नहीं, कल वाली सेम टीम है।
ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू।
Right, so the news is that Sharjah has won that all-important toss against Abu Dhabi and they have decided to bowl first.
Well, thank you, Shoaib Ahmed. So news from the centre, Sharjah electing to bowl first after winning the toss. And let's go through the lineups. Well, let's do Sharjah first because there's some special names there. Ayan Khan coming into the side, Adil Malik, Amjad Gul, Fayaz Ahmed, Harsh Desai, Colonel Zahid just gets selected for the PSL. Khalid Shah, Lukman Hazrat, and Usman Khan is back as well. Another PSL recruit. Yasir Kaleem and Zainullah make up the 11 in Abu Dhabi. Unchanged side for them: Ali Abid, Ataur Rahim, Kamran Atta, Mazhar Bashir, Muhammad Asif, Naik Muhammad. Power pack top order: Usama Hassan, P.A. Riaz, Rohit Khan, Zia Mukhtar, and Zubair Khan making up the Abu Dhabi side. Starting out proceedings in the comm box with me will be Muhammad Rashid. Rashid, welcome. Well, what a game we have coming up.
Good evening, Abdul, and good evening, viewers. Absolutely amazing game coming up, and I'm really up for this. I want to see these two powerhouses facing each other.
Yeah, Abu Dhabi had a very quick chat with Ali Abid yesterday when he got the Man of the Match award for that innings against Emirates Blues. And he said they're not going to die wondering. They're going to bat aggressively. They're going to hit from ball one. Very similar to the England approach, going with 4 openers in the top 4. And just not going to hold back those 2 umpires in the middle, Asif and Sunij, ready to start off proceedings. But what a comeback this for Usman Khan.
Of quick runs. You have some batting to come after this, so try to express yourself. And he's shouldered arms to that one. Well, that's not going to help you in this run chase.
Again, after that boundary, a single and 2 dot balls. So good comeback from Harry.
Yeah, he never.
The new bowler in, Hazrat Lukman. Steady all-rounder. Very important part of this Sharjah setup. 14 wickets for him. Part of the ILT20 as well, got selected for a franchise team. Oh, beautiful shot. Atar Rahim, first ball, no sighter needed. It was a poor delivery on the pads. And that swivel pull he plays so well. Atar Rahim gets a boundary.
A loosener there from one of the franchise cricketers. And Ataur Rahim making the most of it. Drifting down towards that leg side and swivels and hits it beautifully.
Well, what a way to get off the mark. Both Atar Rahim and Naik Mohammed getting boundaries early. Oh, outside edge. Change of angle this time from Hazrat Luqman coming over the wicket to the left-hander. And takes the outside edge. Very lucky that falling short of Khalid Shah.
We were talking about the Abu Dhabi side and the way they have, changed their game. Since the first season, we've seen them play throughout D series. I think I know for a fact that they are one of the teams who take their cricket very seriously. They have their camps and they make sure that they do a lot of practice before these kind of events.
Yeah, absolutely. There's some youngsters in the time they haven't gotten a game. Ethan D'Souza, Jonathan Figgy, Mohammad Riaz, who were part of the previous teams. Wide given, he'll have to bowl that again. And all of them selected after a couple of camps, as you said, some nets sessions. I think they start off with about 40 odd players and drill them down to 15. And they're still missing some important players. Ghulam Murtaza and Fayyaz Ahmed, two very important players in this side, not playing so far.
Absolutely, and this is what is this tournament is all about. I think hats off to Emirates Cricket Board who have structured this so well, and now the teams are getting better as the seasons are going through, and we see a lot of new cricketers who have either developed themselves or they're doing really well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I've just received the list of the UAE players that are going to be part of the ILT20 franchise teams. Try to go through them quickly after this delivery. Another short delivery, looking for the quick single. Khalid Shah, he's been kept busy. Matiullah Khan, Fahad Nawaz, Sabir Rao and Zawar Farid will be part of the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders. Ayan Khan, Sanchit Sharma, Rizwan CP, Ashwant Waltappa, Gulf Giants. Desert Vipers, Rohan Mustafa, Shiraz Ahmed, Ali Nasir and Ronak Panoli. MI Emirates, Mohammad Wasim, Basil Hamid, Vritya Arvind and Zahoor Khan. Dubai Capitals, Hazrat Luqman on your screens right now. Chirag Suri, Jash Ginyani and Raja Akifullah. And finally Sharjah Warriors, Karthik Miyappan, Ali Shan Sharfu, Junaid Siddiqui and Mohammad Jawadullah. So a mix of experience and youth. A lot of players who are part of the UAE men's team and a lot who've done really well in the domestic circuit.
I really can't wait to start for the start of the tournament. It's just going to be amazing to see all of them perform on the highest level.
Oh, he's bowled him. What a delivery. Talk about the highest level. That's the highest level of in-swing you will get from the new ball. Hazrat Luqman beating the inner half of Atar Rahim's bat with a peach of an in-swinger at pace. Look at this.
Definitely a peach there. And Ataur Rahim had no clue about it. That swung in late and he just went through with a shot. Should have just tried to block that. Brilliant bowling there by Hazrat Luqman.
Well, the captain has to walk in very early for him. We're just in the second over. Ali Abid, 59, his best. That was yesterday against Emirates Blues in that run chase. And they're in a bit of bother now. What do they do from here, Rashid? Do they continue playing aggressively or just hold back a bit?
Oh, down the leg side, and this is what they're going to do, Abdul. They're just going to go for their shots.
Well, everyone has gotten off the mark with a boundary. Ali Abid continues the trend, gets 4 off his first delivery. On the pads, didn't get enough swing at that time, trying the wonder ball. Hazal Lukman, Abu Dhabi, 18 for 2 at the end of over number 2. The ring of fire in full effect now. And fire from the ball as well. In the air, goes for a maximum. Kamran Atta doesn't care how quick you are. The faster you come, the faster you go off his blade.
And they don't care how many wickets are down. They're just going to play the shots. That's what the captain said during the toss. They'll play with a lot of intent, and the intent is visible straight away.
That was a risky shot. There was that square leg fielder. But Colonel Zahid is mighty quick. And all you have to do is get a good piece of bat. The ball will go flying down to the boundary.
I'm really enjoying this intent from Abu Dhabi. Play and a miss there, but to talk about that intent, Abdul, right from the start, even in the game yesterday against Emirates Blues, they lost quite a few wickets, but they made sure that they went with the same intent.
Absolutely, intent is the word. And I think the standards were set by Ajman in that knock against Emirates Blues. They just went hell for leather from ball 1. Didn't care if it was a UAE international bowler bowling. Just kept hitting the ball. And I think the other teams are now going to follow suit. Abu Dhabi with their own brand of aggressive cricket. Good delivery. Slightly slower and fuller. On the back foot, Kamran Atta expecting that quick short ball every time.
Talking about that brand of cricket, I think everybody's learning from each other here. One team learning from the other. We saw that Ajman start they got initially. They have developed or introduced the culture of hitting with the new ball, where I thought in the beginning the teams were not going aggressive with the new ball.
A wide call. Well, I'm going to put you on the spot then, Rashid. You and I both know that the only one team that's not playing aggressive cricket up top is Dubai. What's the reason for that?
Well, the intent has been provided to them. I mean, they have been given the license. We have got, Dubai has got 4 openers, just as Abu Dhabi has. But I think it's just the execution which is not being implemented.
Yeah, a lot of hopes resting on Ronak Panoli's shoulders, who goes very aggressively. Again, short ball. Oh, called as wide. Colonel Zahid is not happy. And Ronak Panoli, again, one of those players selected for the ILT20 because of that firebrand of cricket, that aggression that he shows. A reminder to all our viewers, Dubai will be in action against Ajman after this game. That's going to be a cracker of a match.
I'm going to put you on a spot of bother now. So let's talk about Kamran Atta. Let's say he was, well, as you mentioned, he was promoted to number 3 after this ball. Blocked there. So he was promoted to number 3, and we know that he was playing on the 6th or number 7 position. What if he failed in a few matches up in the start? Would he be given the same chance again?
Well, that's a very, very good question. I think part of that answer was given by Ali Abid yesterday. He's slotting himself in at number 4 regardless of what happens, because he wants to be the anchor and he wants the batsman to play around him. So I think they have the flexibility, Abu Dhabi, to continue with Kamran Atta at number 3 even if he fails. And there, just as we were talking about it, he's crashed that ball into the stumps because of his bat, inner half. Quick delivery again, no foot movement. Kamran Atta, after 2 very good knocks, has disappointed today. Didn't look his fluent self, and that's a poor way to get out.
Really aggressive there from Colonel Zayed, very quick, and Kamran Atta had no chance. Gone for 7 of facing 10 deliveries. Abu Dhabi 26 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Right arm over, one to come.
Colonel Zahid steaming in one more time. It's Asif who's walked in. Oh, what an over. Started with a 6, ended with a wicket. Colonel Zahid in full flow. Abu Dhabi 26 for the loss of 3 wickets in 3.
फास्ट बोल रहा है तो ऑटोमेटिक हेलमेट लेके आ जाया करो ऑटोमेटिक पे सेट नहीं किया ना ऑटोमेटिक मैनुअल पे लगाया हुआ है तूने दीपू को स्लिप में लोगे दी मेरे को फाइनल लेग पे मुश्किल लग रहा है उधर दूसरा कौन सा है यास भाई इसको नीचे घुमा लेते ना खालिद को फिर थोड़ा
Oh, very interesting this. Hazrat Luqman taking a wicket in his first over. Now given a break. And it's the little champ, Ayan Afzal Khan. Well, what a season he is having. Part of the UAE World Cup squad. Probably their best player in that UAE men's team. And now given the third over, beg your pardon.
A lot of responsibility being put on those small shoulders. Young shoulders, I would say. Not small, though.
Lovely start. Well, they were small shoulders just about a year back. He's still only 16 years old, Ayan Afzal Khan. The youngest man to represent UAE in a World Cup. Unbelievably talented. And Ali Abid just got a 50 yesterday against Emirates Blues. And even he's struggling to pick Ayan Afzal Khan. But I love the way he approaches the game, Ayan. Big heart. Look at that. Flighted delivery in the power play. Not trying to bowl quick. Good single taken in the end. Risky. But they make it.
Very brave there, Ayan Khan, and he's matured over that last 1 year you're talking about. We've seen so much effort being put into those nets and those practices, which are really evident here in the games he plays.
Oh, what a ball. Well, I think He practices more than he eats in a day. If he's not in a match, he's in the nets. If he's not in the nets, he's probably playing cricket on his PlayStation. Asif finally gets off the mark. Not very convincing, but they get two.
A very interesting move here, bringing in Ayan right after that Lukman over where he bowled really well, I think. And but that point we were talking about, I think it's just because they've got so much data now of these live matches that the teams do their homework really well.
A very good point. Very good point there, Rashid. In the meantime, it's Asif who's cut loose, hit very straight and very hard. End of a good over for Abu Dhabi. 7 off it. 33 for 3 at the end of 4.
One. Left him round.
A double change. 2 left arm spinners brought into the power play. It's Mohammad Nadeem against Ali Abid, 2 club mates playing against each other. Starts off really well with that in-swinger.
And with his trademark cap, which has been worn backwards.
It reminds me of Gopa Kumar. Probably the only other bowler that I know that wears his cap backwards when he comes into bowl. Oh, again, hooping delivery. The new ball swinging in the air. The evening settling in here at the Dubai International Stadium. The lights in full effect. It's getting cooler. And the ball will move in the air. We saw that from Hazrat Luqman. Saw that from Colonel Zahid, and now even from the spinner.
The ball does do a bit during this time, I think, the twilight zone, as we say it. I think very good toss won by Sharjah and a very good decision to bowl first.
Oh, again in the air this time. Flashy drive from Asif is racing away, racing away. He'll hit the rope. He gets another boundary, not very convincing, but a boundary nonetheless.
He hasn't been very convincing with all the shots he's played so far, but again, that intent, which is getting them runs, I think that will matter the most, and they would not mind getting those boundaries.
Yeah, with Abu Dhabi, what you're going to see is they're going to be 180 or they're going to be 120 all out in 12 overs, but they're not going to bat 20 overs and score 125, 130. Much better delivery and a good over, steady over in the end from Nadeem. Not bad in the power play when you just concede 5. Abu Dhabi 38 for 3 at the end of 5 overs.
चलो boys, quick change, boys, quick change. दो righty जल्दी change करेंगे.
Well, that Ayan Khan experiment coming to an end quickly. Hazrat Kuman brought back into the attack. Hit in the air, very hard by Ali Abid. And he gets a boundary. Good way to start the over, the last over of the power play.
Ali Abid would not miss on these freebies, I think. A very wayward delivery by Hazrat Luqman. Swinging away and outside that off stump, and he just flashed at it and he got that easy boundary.
Oh, that stump mic right there, picking up that crunch. It's a lovely sound, isn't it, when it hits the middle of the bat. Again, you heard that crunch all the way to Abu Dhabi. Ali Abid back-to-back boundaries against Hazrat Luqman.
Even better shot there. Slightly shorter, not as wide as the previous one, but Ali Abed took full advantage of that and hit it, bisecting those two fielders, and brilliant shot there.
Absolutely. It is an opener's shot, isn't it? Ali Abid loves batting against space, loves batting in the power play. The captain leading from the front. He has been the main change in this Abu Dhabi team. A thinking cricketer, a smart cricketer, a lovely batsman to watch in full flow. And there, whenever it's a good delivery, he'll just knock it back, nod his head to the bowler, and say, well done.
Add that fearless adjective to those list of adjectives you just mentioned.
Well, we're going to run out of adjectives very quickly. He is fearless, Ali Abid. I've said this a number of times before. I'll say it again. Probably in the top 5 right-handed batsmen in the UAE. My favorite right-handed batsman, Ali Abid. Looks very good when he's playing those horizontal bat shots. I missed out on another boundary, but they get a wide. Hazrat Luqman. A very interesting field placing this by Fayaz Ahmed. He is a thinking captain as well. They have a deep point and a deep third man now for Ali Abid. Everybody else in the circle.
Two very thinking captains in the middle. I think this is going to be a cracker of a game, and we'll see some very good performances from both the sides.
Well, yeah, Abu Dhabi will realize that they're up against a juggernaut of a batting side. Usman Khan coming in now. I'll tell you what, when something like that happens, all the other batsmen all of a sudden wake up and they can play a little bit more freely. Oh, again, width on offer. There is a fielder there. And he keeps it down to 1.
Yep, Usman Khan coming into the Sharjah side will really give the other batters a lot of confidence as well. Sharjah side, I'm just noticing, they're the only side who are playing with 4 wicket keepers in their playing 11.
Well, that's one way to select a team. Just take all the wicket keepers so that nobody else can take them. Oh, very well bowled and equally well played by Asif. What a power play. 6 overs done and dusted. The field restrictions will be lifted. 48 for 3. Let's have a quick look at the highlights of the power play. Three wickets in the power play, 48 runs at 8 per over in the power play. The true definition of a power play. Started off with the boundary. Then Colonel Zahid picked up the wicket of Naik Mohammed. Then another boundary. Then another wicket. Then another boundary. Everything happened in that power play. A maximum from Kamran Atta. And then a couple of boundaries from Ali Abid in the last over. Absolutely brilliant scenes. And now Mohammad Nadeem will continue with some more protection in the deep.
I think Abu Dhabi has lost a little too many wickets there for their liking, but I think they'll still be happy with that score.
Oh yeah, 8 and over. If they can continue like this, they get to about 160. But the only disappointment would be they've lost Kamran Atta. Oh, what a hit. What a shot, Ali Abid. We saw a lot of these yesterday, and he continues on his merry ways. Hit very straight, very hard for a 6. Nadeem looks confused as well.
Absolute class there. Stamp of authority. He didn't even look at that shot. That was a no look shot there. Brilliant execution there.
Well, you're talking about fearless as a word to describe Ali Abid. And that was a fearless hit. Fayaz, the 12th man in, putting in a diving effort at extra cover. Just a dot ball. Could come back from Nadeem.
And again, bowling slightly short of length, and Ali Abid picking up a single there. I think this is the right approach. They can't go all out right now. They've lost those 3 wickets. They need to make sure that they get those boundaries, but those singles as well.
Yes, absolutely, 100% there, Rashid. They bat aggressively, but they don't bat very deep. That is the problem with Abu Dhabi. If they lose 5 wickets, you're into batsmen who are not very comfortable. At run chase yesterday, got extremely close for everyone's liking. End of a very good over in the end again from Nadeem. Just a 7 off it. 55 for 3 Abu Dhabi.
आदिल भाई आदिल भाई खालिद पीछे से आ खालिद पीछे से आ आसिफ पहला तेज रहना ही
A change of bowling as soon as the power play restrictions are lifted. Adil Malik comes in to bowl.
Adil Malik. That second name sounds familiar.
Well, it's not just the second name. I'm sure you'll get some glimpses of his elder brother, Shoaib Malik. 12,000 runs in T20 cricket. Just hit that landmark a few days back.
आदिल भाई
Starts off with a wide.
Yeah, completely different from his brother in that aspect. Shoaib Malik, an off spinner. Adil Malik said, no, I'm going to do something different. I'll bowl leg spin, turn it the other way.
But what a feat that is, 12,000 runs.
अयान शाबाश अयान
Absolutely so proud moment for the whole nation, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Shoaib Malik, one of the stalwarts of T20 cricket. When you talk about T20 cricket in general, you talk about the likes of Shoaib Malik, Kieran Pollard, Umar Gul,
बस ठीक है
Virat Kohli, just to name a few who've made that impact in this short format.
शादिल भाई
Starts off really well, Adil. Quick leg spinner.
ओए
Oh, in the air.
Taken.
Has he taken it? Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Khalid Shah says that's out. Asif was struggling in the middle and he's fallen to a very soft chance.
And that's why we know they've got those 4 wicket keepers in the team. What a good catch that was, a wicket keeper's catch, and brilliantly held there by Khalid Shah.
Yeah, Khalid Shah is a very good outfielder as well as wicket keeper. Abu Dhabi lose their 4th wicket, 57 on the board. Mohammad Asif walking back for 10. Well, halfway into his first over, Adil Malik has already picked up a wicket. Mazhar
Sorry.
walking in now. Mazhar Bashir. Well, they take that 38 today. Abu Dhabi in a lot of trouble. Oh, what a delivery.
भाई भाग खुदा पैदा
Unplayable.
A Jaffa there by Adil Malik. What a ball that was. Perfect delivery for a leg spinner. And look at Khalid Shah back there.
Oh, another one. Oh, he was in the slip cordon. He was there for that. Mohammad Rashid was talking up his fielding. Khalid Shah, the commentator's curse has hurt him. He's grasped it. Should have taken that chance. Adil Malik has deserved it the way he has bowled those last two deliveries. And Mazhar Bashir lives to fight another day.
Look at that variation from Adil Malik. He bowled it a bit quicker the previous one. This one a little slower. Right into that trap, and Khalid Shah has grasped that.
Oh, as a leg spinner, I'll tell you what, the day I land a ball like this, I'll retire. Unbelievable bowling. Oh, this time he goes for the quick delivery. It's in the air. Nobody has shot third man. Mazhar Bashir living dangerously. What an over of leg spin from Adil Malik. Abu Dhabi 62 for 4 at the end of 8. A change of ends for Ayan Afzal Khan. First ball again, not a lot of turn. Oh, there would have been a very close chance. The run out was on.
Slightly lazy there by Mazhar Bashir. Not as quick as he was, but that would have been out. Curtains there.
Yeah, absolutely. Mazhar Bashir is very lucky so far. A catch dropped, a top edge landing nowhere, and then this run out opportunity missed. I don't think he's in the mood to bat. I think he wants to go back in the dugout quickly.
Living on the edge, as you mentioned rightly.
The problem is in between all this carnage, Ali Abid is still sticking around. He has to bat through the full 20 overs now for Abu Dhabi. The captain, I think, Fayaz, who's gotten hit on the hand. No, it's Usman Khan. Wrap him up in wool and keep him inside. This man's a superstar.
Oh, really well bowled there by An Khan. Slowing it in the air, but equally well played by Mazhar Bashir there. I think he's getting used to that wicket now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm thinking about Usman Khan. You don't want to hurt your finger right now, do you? Another good delivery. And equally well played by Ali Abid.
You rightly said, keep him wrapped in wool. But don't even talk about those injuries right now. They don't even want to hear that.
Well, that is part and parcel of the game, isn't it? Oh, again, very good delivery. And another dot ball. Steady over this from Ayan. Just 4 runs off it. Abu Dhabi 66 for 4 at the end of 9 overs. Adil Malik will continue. And playing it off the back foot, that's a very dangerous ploy against Adil Malik. Ali Abid is in better form, gets 2 runs.
I think because of his form, he got the bat in time. That was a quicker delivery and that rushed onto him.
Yeah, somebody like Mazhar Bashir would have been very lucky to get bat on that. Ali Abid, as you said, in good form.
Hold it! Ay, yaar!
Oh, back at him. Adil Malik. Very close. That was very, very close to being a cotton bowled.
But as straight away we see so much variation, slightly ahead of him, just bounds a few inches ahead of him.
Agonizingly close. Oh, what a glove. What a piece of wicket keeping. Yasir Kaleem, quick as a flash. Loopy delivery, dipping, turning, bouncing, beating the bat. And has Yasir Kaleem pulled off a stumping chance here? Yes, he has. I think he has. The foot is in the air. I think the foot is in the air, is it? Well,
That
I've
was
already
very
made a
close.
bad error 3 times. Sorry about that, Rashid. I don't think I'm going to say anything about this. I'll leave it for you.
No, it's very close. I think I was just going to say it's so close that I don't think I would want to make a call on that.
Well, my record continues. 3 in 3 wrong for me. Got a bit too excited there. I thought that foot was in the air, but it wasn't. It was grounded. What quick as lightning.
It's probably because a leg spinner is bowling. That's why you're so excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody in the UAE knows now I have a soft spot for leg spinners. A brilliant delivery and glove work.
No, no.
And this time he gets a single, Ali Abid.
But talk about that delivery of the Rahman. Walk us through that delivery. What a delivery that was.
Well, I don't have to walk you through that delivery. I bowl those in my dream every night. Slightly quicker, not a lot of turn there. Yeah, this is my dream delivery right there. Just beating the outside edge and the wicket keeper taking off the bails quickly, the batsman having to walk back.
And then you wake up in the morning.
Yes, absolutely. Well, what a spell so far from Adil Malik. At the halfway stage, Abu Dhabi 69 for 4. And we'll have a quick short drinks break. After the break, it'll be Shoaib Ahmed and Mudassir Ali to take you to the end of the Abu Dhabi innings.
Thanks a lot, Abdul Rahman and Rashid. And to take you through the second half, the first innings, it's me, Mudassir Ali, and with me in the comm box is Shoaib Ahmed. In comes Ayan after the break. Captain looking good, Ali Abid. After that magnificent innings played last night, match-winning knock against Emirates Blues. Playing aggressive style of cricket, Abu Dhabi, though they have lost 4 wickets, but still maintaining the run rate around 7 runs per over. The key is Captain Ali Abid. He needs to make sure that he stays till the end. And Stam managed to play in the gap after consecutive 3 dot deliveries. A single has been taken. There's a partnership building between Mazhar and Ali, but Mazhar was not at all comfortable against the leg spin bowling of Adil Malik. Nicely bowled and played towards offside. It again a single. So far a decent over by the young lad Ayan Afzal Khan. Wicketless but bowling tight line and length. Driven hard straight to the fielder. Dot delivery over number 11 comes to an end, 71 for 4. So we have the Dafa news fun fact. Sachin Tendulkar played as a fielder for Pakistan in a practice match before his debut as an Indian player. And an interesting fact, and the fact is, after having the snack, back in the comm box, Shoaib Ahmed.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mudassir, for covering that one over. I tried my best to be as quick as possible with the samosa. But right now it is the captain, Ali Abid, who will have to play the role of an anchor and also the destroyer for Abu Dhabi in terms of getting those runs. 73 on the board already. Can they get to 150 is the question.
1 or 2 good overs, they're back on track. An interesting field. Slips comes out. He's in the catching position. This time a single. Dealing in singles. Taking their time. Making sure to stay out in the middle and target the bowlers. It's good that they are not taking any risk against Adil Malik. Bowling brilliantly tonight. Just went for 13 runs and picked up a wicket. Unplayable. Under the lights. Adil Malik. Slip comes in now. Short headman. Point cover. On the back foot. Looking strong. Ali Abid yet again finding the gap.
Looks in control, Ali Abid. One of the players who has grown leaps and bounds in terms of his performance. Started off as the captain of Abu Dhabi, scored some runs, got into the Abu Dhabi T10 as well. And now he looks like a different cricketer altogether. Mazhar will have to be the partner. Another good delivery from Adil. He's bowling brilliantly out there, Adil Malik.
Where is Abdul Rahman? Leggy. Brilliant piece of leg spin bowling display. Now this time drifting towards the legs. Quick between the wickets. Karnal Zahid comes into play. A couple of runs has been taken by Mazhar and Ali Abid. And with that couple of runs, it's 77 for 4, 12 gone.
Rocked on the back foot this time and wants to go for that single. Sent back. That's the score distribution on your screens right now. 35 dot balls, 36 including that last one. It is obvious when you have lost 4 wickets, Mudassir, that you will see a high number of dot balls.
So out of 72 balls, half of them are the dot balls. So in 36 they managed 77. They need to work on those dot balls. Abu Dhabi coming down the track, well bowled, clever piece of bowling. Young, maturing, left arm orthodox Ayan Afzal Khan, keeping it very, very tight.
Another dot ball, and that is what international cricket does to you, isn't it, Mudassir? We've seen that already with quite a few number of players, and Ayan Khan is definitely one of them. He was always very good, very special. He was a prodigy, and since he's made his debut, he's gotten to the next level in terms of his skill and potential.
And what a debut he had against Bangladesh, picking a couple of wickets and scoring the 20 odd runs, almost winning the match for UAE.
Yes, and you were a part of the comms team in that match. So you're a part of that history as well, of that game, that debut game for Ayan Khan. 13 overs have been bowled, 79 for 4. Almost in the block hole as Adil Malik continues for the 4th over of his spell. 17 runs conceded in his 3, and Adil has bowled well for Sharjah tonight.
Concern are those dot balls. Played too many dot deliveries. Abu Dhabi, almost 40 dot deliveries. Goes big this time. Clears the mid wicket. Clean hitting. Ali Abid on fire.
Yes, he was down on one knee, and we know that this is his strong zone. He loves playing that shot, that slog towards mid-wicket, and that was just in the slot for him. Adil Malik erring in his line, too full, too close to Ali Abid, and he says, thank you very much. I'm going to put that on the second tier. Clean hit, clean as a whistle. And that's gone the distance. Half a dozen runs for Ali Abid.
A quicker delivery. Short selection has been good so far in this tournament by Ali Abid, the captain of Abu Dhabi. Moves to 38 runner ball, taking his time.
Fuller delivery again from Adil, this time trying to get it right underneath Ali Abid's bat. Does manage to get it where he intended to. Luckily, Ali Abid got some bat onto it.
Very calm and composed looking Ali Abid. On the back foot, cut hard, but straight towards the fielder. See, now this is a concern. You have got that maximum. Next 3 deliveries, no run, dot deliveries on a trot. It almost came down to 6 runs per over, the net run rate. At one stage, they were going at around 8 runs per over. Last delivery of the 14th over. On the back foot, this time manages a single towards the long on. With that single, Ali Abid moves to 39 and Abu Dhabi 87 for 4, 14 gone.
Nadeem continues. 2 overs, 12 runs before this. And he's been introduced into the attack. One of the players, Mudassir Nadeem, who's come up the ranks of domestic cricket and is playing his first D20 for Sharjah.
Recently, he scored 25 balls, 100. The domestic tournament has been wonderful for his team with the bat and as well as with the ball. These two players, Ali Abid and Nadeem, plays in the same team. Not finding the gap. Mazhar field placement has been up to the mark by Fayaz Ahmed. Not at all in control, not in line. A wild slog. Completely misses.
Wanted to go big, Mazhar, towards the mid-wicket cow corner region. Making room for himself, gets the edge. Will get a single somehow. But that's all they can manage. Good news is that Ali Abid is back on strike. The previous game we saw 188 in the first innings. And that again brings me to that point, that observation from Rashid a few days earlier, where he mentioned that at twilight it does get difficult to bat, and it has been the case in this game as well. End of the over. 15 overs have been bowled, 5 more to go. Abu Dhabi are 89 for 4.
कर्नल को बाहर लेना फयाज भाई फयाज भाई
The captain Fayaz comes into bowl. We just
Come in
took
here, bowler.
a while to make sure that it's him. And our director was in our ears
भाई क्या बात है गुड स्टार्ट यार
asking to go Q, but we just wanted to make sure that we are going to take the right name.
When CP Rizwan can bowl for Emirates Blues, Mohammad Wasim going for runs and bowling. And talking about Fayaz Ahmed, look at the stats. I don't even remember when he bowled 13 innings and 18 wickets.
फयाज भाई गुड स्पेल फयाज भाई गुड बॉलिंग फयाज भाई थोड़ा पीछे मार थ्रो ना अब तो पीछे मार बैकअप नहीं है फयाज भाई
It's been hit hard. It's been hit in the right area, behind square, always the safest. And it's Mazhar who will get a 4 against Fayaz, the captain, who's brought himself into the attack.
It took ages to get a boundary from the blade of Mazhar. A poor delivery on the legs and finding the gap. At last, a boundary for Team Abu Dhabi. 95 for 4. Goes towards the off stump and played beautifully, handsomely over the long off. Runs are coming in this over.
Well, I don't understand this decision from Fayaz to bring himself on. Why would you do that against somebody like Mazhar and Ali? That's a dangerous call, and now he has to pay for that. A 4 and now a 6 from Mazhar. What a clean hit that was over long off. Hazrat Luqman was just a mere spectator watching the ball sail over his head. 100 up for Abu Dhabi with that 6. Catch it is the call again. There is a fielder who's just going to see again the ball crossing the ropes. Usman won't be able to reach there in time. Umpire's checking, but I think it's 4 runs, Mudassir.
Well picked by Mazhar. Just shuffling before the delivery. On the back foot and played between mid-wicket and deep square leg. Waiting for the confirmation. I think it's a 4. There's leaking runs here. Targeting a big over, and at last they got an over from Fayaz Ahmed. Last delivery. Go straight towards the long off. Good footwork coming from Hazrat Luqman and poor running between the wickets. Just a single has been taken.
Yes, Ali Abid should have gone for the second. It will be only a single, but a good over. Abu Dhabi crossed that 100-run mark. 16 overs, 106 for 4.
So far, 6 bowlers been used, and 2 overs of Karnal Zaid, 2 overs of Hazrat Luqman, an over of Nadeem. But then came in Fayaz Ahmed, giving away 17 runs. Wanted that push, Abu Dhabi, and brilliant hitting by Mazhar. After a long time, the run rate crossing at 6.5 per over. Couple of wickets to Colonel Zahid. He's back to bowl the 17th over. Oh, brilliant delivery. How he misses the stumps. Not in line, coming into the right-hand batter. Sharp behind the stumps, Yasir Kaleem. Good take.
Very well done. First up from Colonel Zahid to bring that slow delivery first up, and just missing the top of the middle stump. And Yasir Kaleem did really well to collect that, because that is very difficult as a keeper when the ball is just bouncing in front of you. To collect it cleanly, I think it's a job well done. Brings the Yorker in, Colonel Zahid. Very well negotiated by Mazhar. And brings Ali Abid on strike, who's on 41 of 45.
Big news that, as we have heard earlier from Abdul Rahman, that Colonel Zahid and Usman Khan has been picked the franchises in PSL. And I think these broadcast matches and the D series Emirates D20 has a key role in promoting these players. This is the platform from where they got an opportunity. A brilliant tournament.
Clean bowled. ILT 20, watch out for this man. Colonel Zahid is his name, and he's going to come and take wickets just like he is doing here at the Emirates D20. What a delivery that was. Quick and on the stumps, beaten by the pace on that delivery was Ali Abid, and the sound of timber is so pleasing for a fast bowler.
Started off with a slower delivery, then a Yorker, then a quicker delivery onto the stumps. Walks back. Ali Abid making 41. He took some time. 46 balls, 107 for 5. Abu Dhabi. PA Riaz, 4 matches, 18 runs, best of 12, but he has been excellent for Team Abu Dhabi with the ball. Off-break bowler. After losing Ali Abid, can they manage to go beyond 130? Team Abu Dhabi. His express fast bowler, Colonel Zahid. Yet again, a quicker delivery. Straight into the hands of wicketkeeper Yasser Kaleem. He's a short run-up, but he's very quick.
Yes, clearly above 135 for sure. Colonel Zahid. A big star in Pakistan, especially with tape ball cricket. Colonel Zahid. He's got tons of YouTube videos. Slower this time from him. So he's mixing it up nicely.
Couple of dot deliveries. Not able to find the gap here, Riaz. Can we see yet another over from the captain Fayaz Ahmed?
Well, is this a question or is this a wish?
It's a wish.
Oh, what a ball, what a delivery. Well done, Colonel Zahid. Absolutely brilliant. Great cricketing mind and perfect execution of the slower delivery. Another wicket and Colonel Zahid gets 4.
You beauty, Colonel Zahid. First, he creates that impact and he makes the batsman think that it's a quicker delivery. Then, smart piece of bowling, a slow delivery, fuller one. Completely misses this time, Riaz. A treat to watch Colonel Zahid bowling in this edition, getting 4th wicket. PA Riaz walks back, a duck to his name, 107 for 6.
6 wickets down, Abu Dhabi. As comes Hazrat Luqman, another ILT20 selected player from the UAE.
So glad that he got selected in IL T20. Worked really hard, Shoaib. And you remember those Hamriya days. He used to be very quick. Then an injury. Almost out of cricket for a season. And luckily he got a chance to play back that A division domestic cricket. Hazrat Luqman. High in the air and a cricket delivery straight into the hands of third man. Strikes Luqman.
Yes, a wicket for Hazrat Luqman now. Short and wide, slashed but finds the fielder at deep third. And Adil Malik makes no mistake. Wanted to play it over point, but finds the fielder at deep third. And another wicket falls. Abu Dhabi in trouble. Just not been able to get runs in the fag end of the innings. Mazhar Bashir, the man who scored 32, is walking back. And Abu Dhabi now are 107 for 7. Four matches for him. Just guides it towards the deep third, and clearly now the tail is on for Abu Dhabi. Ha. The new man is Osama. 13 matches, 86 runs for him. Guided towards the deep point. Interesting field, Mudassir.
This is what we were discussing in the break. He had the third man, backward deep point and extra cover. And bowling as per the field, and he's generating that pace and bounce, resulting in a wicket and the fall of Mazhar Bashir. Nicely done by Hazrat Luqman. Runs in. It's Zubair on strike. A slower delivery, not in control. It was in the air towards the covers. A fumble by Amjad Gul resulting in a couple of runs. Now they're looking at dangerous side Sharjah. The inclusion of Ayan Afzal Khan and Usman back in the side.
This one's been played up and over. The fine leg fielder, diving effort from Colonel Zahid. Very well done. He's had a great outing with the ball first and now in the field as well, saving some runs for his side.
He's not only fast with the ball, but also quick in the field. Nice looking shot, cheeky shot played over the fine leg, and look at that sprint and the slide comes in from Colonel Zahid. A full length slide, then a dive, saving 2 runs. Well done, Colonel Zahid. Just couple of runs, and with that couple of runs, score moves to 113 for 7.
Oh yes, absolutely brilliant effort there from Colonel Zahid and also from our camera team to follow that so nicely, making sure that we get some really good scenes and close-ups of these tight situations in the game. Very well done. Colonel Zahid comes into bowl. Nicely played. fine, and Osama gets a 4. Colonel Zahid is smiling, but that is important, a boundary coming from the bat of Osama.
A boundary against Colonel Zahid, trying to bowl that fuller Yorker delivery and managing to put the wood Osama towards the third man. Now is it a bouncer? You scored a boundary. Will he go for that bouncer? Colonel Zahid. Yet again a slower delivery, not in control, and drops Amjad Gul. It was miles up in the air. Not happy Colonel Zahid. He want that 5-wicket haul. Brilliant piece of bowling display, but not supported by the fielders.
Yes, deserved that 5-wicket haul. That should have been taken. Amjad Gul, the man in question at point, just couldn't get there. Not in the right position. Eyes off the ball. And an easy catch dropped by Amjad.
Coming into right-hand batter, a single. Not at all happy. The very first match of the tournament, he took 5 wickets haul against Fujairah. You want to repeat that feat. Tremendous fast bowling display here by Colonel Zahid.
Yes, he's got 3 more deliveries to get to that 5-wicket haul. Get those 5 wickets. Gets the Yorker in. And Zubair was waiting for that Yorker. Just made sure that he gets his bat on time and dabs it for a single. They're happy to take singles off this over from Colonel and just not allowing Colonel Zahid to get his 5th wicket. 2 more deliveries to go. What do you think, Mudassir? What is the plan now? Where does he bowl? Another Yorker?
I think he will bowl a bouncer here. Not sure already. He bowled a couple of Yorkers. Short bouncer will work in his favour. It was a full toss. Trying to go for that Yorker. And a leg bye has been given. Very desperate to get that 5th wicket. There was a chance in the over, but dropped by Amjad Gul.
There's that chance. Amjad Gul couldn't just hold on and would have had a big role to play, Amjad, in that 5-wicket haul. Colonel Zahid would have been very pleased with that catch. Last ball of the spell. Catch is the call. He's appealing for it. Somebody just come underneath it and take that catch, but not to be. It was not hit cleanly, and Usman just couldn't get there in time. 19 overs have been bowled, but a brilliant spell from Colonel Zahid as he gets 4 in his 4 overs. 1 more over to go in this innings. Abu Dhabi 1-2-3 for 7. Hazrat Luqman starts off with a slower delivery. Last over of the innings. Nicely bowled. Good start to the over, Mudassir.
Expecting a quicker delivery. Smart piece of bowling by Hazrat Luqman. Almost they played around 55 dot balls. In a T20, playing 55 dot balls is too much, and once again trying to go towards a mid-wicket, just a single. Brilliant piece of fast bowling display we have seen from the Sharjah fast bowler Colonel Zahid and Hazrat Luqman.
Now Osama was just running across the pitch and he's been warned officially. Oh, that's a good shot, up and over. There is a fielder there. And the ball will clear the fielder, Zainullah Zain, at point. But what a great hit, clearing his front foot, Osama, and hitting it nice and clean, over point for 6 runs.
Brilliant shot going towards the point and just waited and waited. Zainullah clears the boundary with ease. Osama, some runs coming in this over. 7 runs so far in 3 deliveries.
This one's gone up in the air. Nobody can get there. Colonel Zahid trying his best. And they'll get 2 more, but more importantly, Osama will be on strike.
Not a good throw coming in from the deep by Colonel Zahid. Things were in control. That maximum on the second delivery. Make sure that they cross 130. Team Abu Dhabi. 2 more deliveries left. Yet again, trying to go towards the mid-wicket. High up in the air. This time, no mistake. It's Usman Khan. A well-judged catch taken. Wicket number 3 for Hazrat Luqman.
Osama was just looking to go attacking on every delivery. This time he targets the bigger part of the boundary. Just couldn't get the distance on that shot. It was from the middle of the bat, but too much elevation. And an easy catch in the end by Usman at the cow corner. Hazrat Luqman gets his 3rd. Osama walking back after scoring 16 of 8. And Abu Dhabi are 132 for 8.
So last delivery. And trying for that slower delivery completely. Off target, Hazrat Luqman. Wide. 10 runs coming so far in this over. It's a Rohit Khan, the new batter. At the fall of Osama. 8 extras has been conceded. 7 wides and 1 leg by. Runs in Hazrat Luqman. It's a Rohit Khan on strike. They just managed a single of the last delivery. It has been a brilliant fast bowling and spin bowling display by Sharjah. Except that 1 over of off break by the captain.
Yes, 134 is the final score for Abu Dhabi. Again, I would feel 15-20 runs short from where they would have wanted to be. 150, 160 would have been a good score. But Sharjah will be happy with that performance from the bowlers, restricting Abu Dhabi to 134. Luqman getting 3 and Colonel Zahid getting 4. It has been a very, very good performance from the bowlers of Sharjah. You can see they're discussing the catch that could have been the 5th wicket for Colonel Zahid, but not to be. Sharjah, at the end of the first innings, are in the driver's seat. Abu Dhabi, that's the batting card, 6 and 5 and 7. The top order today, not able to fire for Abu Dhabi. Ali scoring 41. Mazhar giving him able company, scoring 32 of 27. And some late fireworks from Osama. Important 16 runs from his bat in 8 deliveries. 8 extras and they get to 134. Looking at the bowling of Sharjah, Colonel Zahid getting 4 wickets was the pick of the bowlers and conceded just 24 runs at an economy of 6. 3 wickets for Hazrat Luqman was a tad bit expensive, but definitely got those important wickets for himself and for his side. Ayan Khan has been miserly in that spell. 4 overs, just 15 runs, not taking a wicket. Nadeem also was very economical, giving away just 14 in his 3, Adil Malik bowled some brilliant leg spinning deliveries and got a wicket in his 4 overs as well. Fayaz Ahmed, out of nowhere, just came in to bowl and gave a lot of runs, 17 in his 6 deliveries, and brought Abu Dhabi to that total of 134. Let's look at the highlights of the first innings, where Abu Dhabi were asked to bat first, and as we know, they just couldn't fire, especially the top 3. And when they don't score runs, Abu Dhabi are always in a spot of bother. Colonel Zahid right at the top, getting those important wickets. The first wicket was of Naik Mohammed, and then that beautiful delivery from Hazrat Luqman coming in to the left-handed Atta. Kamran Atta also just not in the right position to play a shot, got the inside edge of the bat, and then came Ali Abid and Mazhar. That was a beautiful catch from Khalid Shah to get that 4th wicket, but some great hitting from the bat of Ali Abid and Mazhar in the middle overs made sure that they had a very important partnership. It looked at one time that they would just take off from that steady partnership, but then came Colonel Zahid, brought in to that second spell, and he just continued to take wickets for fun. Wicket for Hazrat Luqman as well. Both these bowlers hunted in pairs and made sure that Abu Dhabi were never in the driver's seat once the 2 established batters were back in the hut. In the end, after the first innings, now Sharjah will need 135 runs to win in the allotted 20 overs at 6.75. We'll bring that run chase to you after a short break, so stay tuned and do not go anywhere.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Dubai International Stadium for the MazaPlay.net Emirates D20 2022 powered by Fan Code. Match number 10 in progress between Sharjah and Abu Dhabi. And Sharjah have been posted a score of 135 to chase in their allotted 20 overs. Usman Khan, brand new into the side, brand new recruited into the PSL for Multan Sultans out there in the middle for Sharjah. Look at that record. Absolutely outstanding player. 42.8 the average, 813 runs in D20. And joining me in the comm box for this run chase, it's Mohammad Rashid. Good evening, Rashid.
Good evening, Ahmed. Thank you very much. And amazing stats there for Mohammad Usman. As we look at Zia Mukhtar, 10 wickets in the tournament so far.
Down the leg side. And burst out of the hands of the keeper as well. Oh, it directed from Zubair Khan. I think Khalid Shah will have to be slightly careful. He's been down on his luck and on his form throughout the D20. But tonight is a big opportunity.
Certainly, and that's what bad luck does to you. You get out without facing a ball.
There he comes then. Khalid Shah, usually wicketkeeper opener, but Yasir Kaleem has donned the gloves for Sharjah in this tournament. Has a pretty decent record in the D20, almost 400 runs. Can certainly improve that strike rate. And only 150, that's shocking for me. He's such a high-class player. Taking a look at the field. Well, third man is up. They've posted a deep square leg. And a deep third. Yeah, oh, there he is. Squarish deep third. Oh, look at that movement. This surface has been slightly spicy. And we've had a 5:30 p.m. start. So the sun had already set. The lights had already kicked in. And that really suited the Sharjah Pacers.
Certainly, and I think very good wicket preparation by the curators here. Look at that swing right after it left after the bat, and very good take there by the keeper.
Yeah, that was better from Kamran Atta this time. Very watchful indeed. Deep in his creases, Khalid Shah, looking at his bat. One always blames their tools when they're not making runs, Rashid. Isn't it true?
Certainly, and it is. I think that ball could have been whacked towards that mid-wicket. If it was the previous Khalid Shah, we would have seen.
Absolutely spot on. He would have slapped it over square leg for 6 when he's in good touch and feeling confident about his batting. Early days just yet. And there he goes. Steps out and, well, he went way too far to his right. Not getting close to the ball.
Not predicting the, not reading the bowler's hand. I think he's just predetermined and just went for that slog over that cover region, but was really far away from that ball.
And it's a kind of a tricky target. Not quite a big run chase, not quite a small one. So these middling scores can be quite confusing. On the earlier days of the tournament, this could have even been a winning score.
Certainly, because that spice we talk about in the wicket, I think it's still there.
Oh, it's gone straight up. Mid-wicket, back trailing, and takes a wonderful catch, Nick Mohammed. It's yet another duck in the D20 for Khalid Shah.
What a brilliant take that was, I think. Running behind and keeping his eyes on the ball. That was the key there, I think. And Nick Mohammed taking a brilliant catch as you see the replay there.
Well, you suggested hit it over mid-wicket. He did. But the connection was poor. And that's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant catch. And Team Abu Dhabi are on the board. 2 for 1.
Next time, yeah. Right arm over, 2 to come.
Well, it's the skipper striding out at 3 once again. 206 runs in D20. Fabulous strike rate. A fabulous player.
Certainly, and a very thinking captain, very smart captain. He's got at that average of 20. I think he would like to better that today.
Beautiful back cut by Fayaz and good fielding at backward point by Osama Hassan Shah. So Team Abu Dhabi, they have a certain brand of cricket they play. They're very attacking in their batting and in their bowling, equally attacking. They like to force the issue. Sometimes they will cost you runs, but that's the way they want to play their cricket in D20.
Absolutely, and I think they've got that brand, developed that brand actually over the last few seasons, and they're working towards keeping that kind of a brand active.
And it's certainly working for them as well. Oh, beautiful delivery late on that one, Usman. First delivery he's faced at the D20 so far. Very good over from Zia Mukhtar. 3 for 1.
One leg, sir. One leg.
Exciting bowler, Mohammad Rohit Khan coming on to bowl. Only his third match of the D20, but he has a lot of pace, a lot of quality. Beautifully bowled, squared up Fayaz there. Oh, wonderful fielding at point. They're certainly throwing themselves around in the field, Rashid.
Absolutely, and we were talking about that fearless approach, that intent, and Team Abu Dhabi is actually really putting a lot of effort into their fielding and bowling and batting.
They've already caused a couple of upsets, beating Ajman, beating Emirates Blues. So why not? Why not take on the Giants? Take on Fujairah, take on Sharjah. Back yourselves.
But Ahmed, I would think that that was not upsets there. They were the finalists in the last tournament, if I can remember right.
Fair point. Point taken. Oh, Usman Khan. Well, good thinking there from Kamran Atta. They're just trying to keep him off balance since he's still on 0. Look at that swing and bounce.
Jaffa, that was a brilliant ball, and look at Kamran Atta. He's always on the move, and he's always thinking to get those wickets.
Yeah, he's the live wire kind of character you need as a keeper. A lightning rod for the side, keeps everybody up on their feet, keeps them charged. Can they get Usman to nick off? They have a slip in place. They're boosting that offside ring as well. So is this a double bluff for that in-swing Yorker? Oh, beautifully bowled and beautifully played by Usman. He's too experienced to fall for your tricks.
They're certainly setting up a trap there. But if they can execute it properly, Rohit, I think then Usman might be in a bit of trouble because he's got that tendency to flash at deliveries outside the off stump initially in his innings.
Yeah, he loves to crash the ball through the cover point region. And a devastating player of spin. I've seen him hit 110 over formats. He's that good a player. Beautiful flick in the air towards that square leg, and he's not going to catch up to it. A clean, crisp boundary to get going, Usman Khan.
And the first slightly over-pitched delivery and going down that leg side, and Usman Khan has brilliantly picked that up and deposited that for a boundary.
Fabulous shot. Wristy, elegant, and absolutely no chance for the square leg fielder. Over trying their Rohit, but that's the only way they're going to get back into this game, by taking early wickets. Challenge this Sharjah middle order if possible. Right on the money and a decent over so far. Still have that fly slip in place. And of course, Zainullah, the young under 21 lad, was opening earlier in the tournament, but seems they have given him a bit of a demotion now that Usman is in the squad.
But I love the approach by these under 21 boys in throughout all the teams. I think they've got a lot of intent. They're playing with a lot of maturity for their ages, and that's a wonderful thing for the domestic cricket scene here.
Tucked into the leg side once again. Usman will keep the strike. Steady over. 9 for 1. Zia Mukhtar continues. And so far, the Abu Dhabi Pacers have been bowling quite well. Not getting that same amount of swing as Luqman and Colonel Zahid, but still pretty accurate.
Most certainly, and they're getting to pitch the ball in the right areas, which has been the key for their bowling. And as soon as we saw that one over pitch delivery, Usman Khan was up to the task and he flashed it and got a boundary of that delivery.
That's the sign of a class player, waiting for the poor delivery to tuck it away for 4. Trying to ride the bounce there. Nicely done. Well, we're talking about this Sharjah batting lineup, and behind Fayaz Ahmed you have Yasir Kaleem, Muhammad Nadeem, Amjad Gul, Zainullah, Ayan Afzal Khan. The names keep rolling on and on and on.
They bat deep, definitely, and I think which is why I think they are taking their time. They're not. I mean, it is not a very big total they're chasing, but they're making sure that they get into the game, and they are very confident that they'll be able to finish it, even if it reaches to that 7 required run rate or 8.
You certainly have the power. On the pads, bit of a stifled appeal. Was playing across the line there, Fayaz Ahmed. Slightly rare to see him walk across his crease that much. It was a good delivery.
Very good decision by the umpire there. It was certainly pitching outside that leg stick, and as you mentioned, Fayaz walking is a new thing. I think he's working on some of his new shots probably.
And then you also have Hazrat Luqman, who finished that game against Team Dubai. What a thriller that match was. He can certainly pack a huge punch. Steps out, spliced it. Well, he's looking to be aggressive here. He's not enjoying the lengths Zia Mukhtar is bowling. He wants to get going, smash the ball through cover point.
This is not kind of that wicket where you can go after the deliveries right away. Usman playing his first game, I think he needs to settle down, have a look at the wicket, feel for the wicket, and then go for his shots, I think.
Yeah, you need to spend time at the crease like Ali Abid did. Then only you can look to cut loose or counter-attack the spinners. Down the leg side once again. Well, extras are one thing that Abu Dhabi absolutely cannot afford defending this 135.
But I really love the approach by Abu Dhabi. They have set a plan in place. As look at the replay. Wayward delivery, missed out. Lucky there, didn't get a boundary of that. But coming back to Abu Dhabi, they have a certain plan in place and they're executing it. They're trying to execute that to the point.
Yeah, they've kept a lid on the scoring. Run rate is quite manageable. Followed him this time. Nicely bowled by Zia Mukhtar. He looks a bit all over the place in his run-up, but he has got that gas. He has got speed.
And Usman looking a bit itchy there. I think he's giving into something. As you see, they're stepping down and Zia following him. A good delivery there.
A big inside edge onto the boots. Required run rate around 7. They can easily take that up to 8-9 with a few quiet overs. Zubair Khan, their left arm spinner, is very skillful bowler, as is Mazhar Bashir. Big shot and through the gap at mid-wicket. That went like a bullet.
Slightly back of a length, and he was onto it like a flash. Nobody moved there. End of 3 overs, Sharjah 16 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Rohit continues. Oh, wayward delivery and brilliant take by Kamran Atta. Saved a certain boundary there.
Kamran has been just brilliant behind those wickets and in front of the wickets as well. Couldn't get many runs today, unfortunately. What a take there.
Just giving a sheepish look to his bowler. Are you testing me or are you trying to take a wicket? Because I'll pass all your tests. Fayaz Ahmed still new to the crease. But he always looks relaxed, composed. He never looks in a hurry. He plays the game at his own pace.
He likes to dictate his terms, and that is what he's doing, trying to do here. He is sure that he'll get to those runs.
Well, this was that fearsome pull shot. Brilliant shot. He's so good on the horizontal bat shots. That square cut, that pull, the hook. Truly a complete batter, Usman Khan. And a great pickup for Multan Sultans. Bowled him! That's a huge moment in the game. Rohit strikes and the big fish Fayaz Ahmed has to depart.
A bit lazy there, Fayaz, and I think a bit more pace there on the ball by Rohit. Bamboozled him, and he's got that inside edge onto his stumps.
Oh, this match is going to be a thriller. There you go, just chopping it onto the stumps. And they needed that man sent back to the dugout. A huge moment in the game. Abu Dhabi right in it. 17 for 2. Well, one class player replaces another. Yasir Kaleem, one of the finest, most devastating wicketkeeper batters in the UAE. Those numbers do not do justice to his talent, and he loves to come in and play when the team is in a crisis. Edged! Oh, and put down by Kamran Atta. That was a tough catch, Rashid, but they needed to take that opportunity.
Was that a slip catch or was it for Kamran Atta? Did he jump in front of the train himself?
Well, let's take a look. Pacey delivery, big drive. And yeah, that was straight to that first slipper. Oh, Abu Dhabi. That would have been quite the moment.
Absolutely, that would have put a lot of pressure on the Sharjah side, who have been a little tentative with their batting today.
It's been shaky to say the least. Rohit bowling a fiery spell. Oh, look at that. Beats the outside edge of Usman as well. They have no idea which way the ball is moving from Rohit's wrist.
And certainly Rohit has got his tail up. He's bowling with a lot more pace. I love this aggression by this youngster.
Fantastic find. Him and Jawadullah, two fiery left arm paces we've discovered in the UAE. Young, fit, quick, and have that wicket-taking attitude and approach. He's been a wonderful addition to this Abu Dhabi side, missing out on Ghulam Murtaza with injury. He stepped up to the mark. It's gone straight up. Keeper racing underneath it. And they've got another big wicket. A double strike for Rohit Khan. And Usman has to head back.
Big wicket in the game. That was a big moment. Usman Khan losing patience, going after that delivery and getting the bottom match. But a good catch there by Kamran Atta.
Look at the unity on show. They believe they have this match in their grasp. It was a pressure catch, and Kamran Atta made no mistake. This match is right in the middle. Who's going to get it? 18 for 3.
He should be ready to play the ball. Leg भी चला रहा है. That's out here. मेरा काम है. Warden की जरूरत है. यार अली.
Well, this is a surprise for me, but I think it's not a bad idea. The young under-19 hero for the UAE, Ayan Afzal Khan, coming in at number 5. Very experienced in D20. 550s to his name.
Look at that average. One of the best, I think.
That is an outstanding record. I'm really surprised to see he has 5 half-centuries to his name, because we've known him for his left-arm skills. And this was that delivery just jagging away from Ayan. So they've sent him basically to occupy an end there with Yasir Kaleem.
As the stabilizer or the anchor, that kind of role. And he's got that talent to bat full through the 20 overs. And he can score runs as well. We see his average, 41.
Most certainly. And Swinger onto the pads, says no to the single. A brilliant over from Rohit Khan comes to an end. He's brought Abu Dhabi right back into the contest. 19 for 3.
Luxembourg, right arm over.
So Zia Mukhtar is getting 3 overs in the power play. Good looking punch, but straight to mid-on. You can see they're quite nervy here, the two Sharjah batters.
I think they've been tentative throughout the tournament, the Sharjah batters. They've won a few games, but it has been not very convincing. And which is why we see a lot of dot balls, we see a lot of tentativeness, and they're not very confident with their batting.
Yeah, the top order has not really fired. Khalid Shah hasn't come to the party. Fayaz Ahmed lacking that big score as well. Bowled into the body, squeezed away to mid-wicket. That's a good area to bowl to Yasir Kaleem. He doesn't like that angle, back of a length ball coming into his body, into his pads.
Well, this is one good thing about these live matches and these highlights. Everybody's got so much data to work with that they make sure that when they get home, they look at the batting or the bowling of each and every team.
Oh, absolutely. Data and analytics is the name of the game. It's completely changed the face of cricket, especially the white ball formats. Nicely played. Well, Ayan Afzal Khan, what can we say about this lad? He single-handedly secured our qualification to the Under-19 World Cup in 2024 with his brilliance in the 2022 edition, as the UAE Under-19 team secured the plate trophy, and then that got him that ticket to the 2022 World T20, where he batted with a lot of courage, a lot of quality, and he's a future superstar for sure. Only 17 years of age or thereabouts. Good looking drive and good fielding. Naik Mohammed, who would have thought the big unit is such a sharp fielder?
That fielding effort by this Abu Dhabi team is just super. They've been diving around, taking their catches and making sure they cut down on those doubles and those quick singles. Talking about Ayan Khan, I think one of the best superstars of UAE at the moment.
And he's going to be part of the Gulf Giants in the ILT20 as well, alongside Sanchit, CP Rizwan and Ashwin Valthappa. So they've certainly got a lad with a giant heart, if not anything else. Super gutsy. Oh, outswinger. Just swinging away from Yasir Kaleem there. But the paces for Abu Dhabi have been right on the money here, Rashid, in this opening burst.
Certainly, and they've been doing a very good job for their team. And we've also seen throughout the tournament, every team has come up with brilliant pacers. We've seen some brilliant performances by these pacers throughout the tournament.
Certainly, especially when the lights kick in at the Dubai International, that ball starts to hoop around. Struck on the pads, but sliding down like big extended appeal there from Zia. I think that appeal went over 2 or 3 episodes.
Over ambitious there. Certainly going down leg. Very good decision by the umpire.
That was hitting the 6th stump, if not the 7th. But it's a tense, nail-biting contest. That's what you love to see. That's what happens in D20 when the 6 best state sides take on each other. The competition level goes through the roof. Beautiful square drive. Yasir Kaleem at his best. Absolutely glorious.
Glorious is the word. That is what a good shot that was. Slightly pitched up and in his zone. That is what Yasir's zone there.
Full, and that square drive, that's meat and drink. And double, triple fist bump. How many fist bumps are they going to do here? Maybe we should do some in the com box as well. 26 for 3. Well, let's give you a Dafa News fun fact. There's Sunil Gavaskar and Kapil Dev have streets named after them in Wellington called Gavaskar Place and Kapil Grove. So that's homage paid to the two legends of Indian cricket in Wellington, New Zealand. Maybe one day we'll have a Khwaja Avenue and a Rashid Drive. Zubair Khan. Yes! So Rohit only given 2 overs here, Rashid. I would have given him a 3rd, to be quite frank.
We were talking about that. Give him an extended run. He's your main bowler. If you pick up another wicket here, that'll really put the brakes on Sharjah.
Upish and taken. Brilliant delivery, Zubair Khan. And Ayan loses his composure. And a good catch taken at point.
Naik beg your pardon, Zubair is proving no less than Rohit there. He's picked up a wicket on his 2nd delivery. Slightly slower, not in the zone, and chipped it straight towards point.
Solid catch by P.A. Riaz. And 26 for 4, Sharjah. Who would have thought Incredible match in progress. Well, Mohammad Nadeem coming in at number 6. Already has a Player of the Match award to his name. Looks relatively relaxed coming out to bat. But it's a pressure cooker scenario. Oh, Zubair Khan teasing and testing the Sharjah batters.
It'll be very interesting to see Nadeem's approach towards this game. It's not a very big total they're chasing, but he's got that tendency to go for his shots. So I'm just not sure what he's going to do here today.
Leaving that ball outside off. Yeah, he loves to bash the spinners down the ground. We saw him do that earlier in the tournament. But it's a different kettle of fish tonight. Beautiful bowling from Zubair. I love that slingy action he has. He puts a lot of his back into the ball, the torque on the ball. That's why he gets that spin off the surface.
And that swivel he gets to rip that ball. Just brilliant to see.
Oh, it's a no ball. Well, the commentator's curse is undefeated. Umpire Muhammad Asif saying that it's a free hit for Nadeem. That is one way to release the pressure. Let's take a look here. Yeah, that's a big stride, well over. Just over trying there. So no change in the field allowed. There is a wideish long off and mid-on is up. Oh, it's a full toss straight to that backward point. Oh, well, in a different world, that would have been another wicket. Get away with that one. Do Abu Dhabi. 27 for 4 at the end of power play. So the power play comprehensively in favor of the men in yellow. But this man, as long as he's out there, this match's fate is not decided, Rashid.
Certainly, but I think my money is on Nadeem. I think he's got more confidence here in the team Sharjah. He looks the more settled of the lot. Even though Yasir Kaleem is a brilliant batsman, but Nadeem is on a different scale altogether.
Atar Rahim, gentle, medium, fast coming into the attack. Interesting move here. Ali Abid himself, the captain, bowls some good medium pace as well. But they're trusting Atar. He picked up a couple of wickets in their previous game. 9 wickets in D20 for him. Economy rate slightly on the higher side.
Certainly, and but he's a decent bowler in his own right.
Yeah, useful. But I just feel in such a tight match, if he bowls an expensive over or two, that might take the game away from you. So he'll need to be right on the money.
I think the one good thing about Ali Abid is that he backs his bowlers or his players to the fullest, and he's given them opportunities, and he's made sure that he gives them that trust as well.
Oh, he's been one of the outstanding captains of D20. Absolutely no two ways about it. Glided away straight to short third. And shy at the stumps. Oh, Nadeem was struggling. The big lumbering guy powering down the crease, but he was well short.
A slightly better throw there, and that was curtains for Nadeem. And Sharjah would have really felt that one.
Yeah, it was a late decision to go. Rohit from short third ran into the bowler as well. All sorts happening. And he's very, very lucky that there was nobody at the stumps. Tense match going on. Plenty of argy-bargy between the two sides. And the umpire just informing the bowling side that saliva had been applied on the ball. Hence, they had to clean that up. Of course, that's not allowed anymore. You are only allowed to use your perspiration to shine the ball. Well, apparently research tells us that applying saliva or perspiration makes no difference. So they've just stopped it after the post-pandemic regulations.
Certainly, there's a lot of research going on about a lot of things after post-COVID, and this is one of the things, as you mentioned, doesn't make any difference, so might as well let it be.
Oh, leading edge there, squeezed away to the covers. Usually you see Nadeem, really powerful striker of the ball, very confident, but he's been very sedate, watchful so far. 2 of just 7 for him.
Certainly, and those 4 wickets which have gone down so quickly in the power play, I think that will be playing on his mind, and he'll just want to make sure that he stays till the end and get those runs.
Steady over from Atta so far. Only conceded 4 runs. Yasir Kaleem, well, look at that required run rate, just creeping up towards 8. Pulled away behind square. Oh, and they've conceded a soft extra run there. Misfield. 33 for 4 at the end of 7.
मैंने वो आपको नहीं बोला था बॉलर आ गया वेला बॉल शोबाज मार रहे हो आजकल सही अजी कितने मार रहे नहीं हो मारने नहीं देंगे उसामा ओए दोनों इतना तगड़े नहीं हो
Zubair Khan will continue his spell. Oh, beautiful pull shot by Nadeem. And, well, once again, a slight misfield, but there was always going to be 2 there.
Yeah, he's hit it towards that longer part of the ground, and but the timing on that shot was superb there.
Yeah, I feel like a big shot is coming. Those powerful bombs he hits over long on, cow corner. Punched off the back foot, so he's content to just push the ball along the carpet for now. And even Zubair Khan is bowling very flat and darting the ball in. Doesn't want to flight the ball.
Certainly, and you see the field placing Ali Abid has got. He's got an extra cover deep, and he's got those 3 fielders in the point region.
Scooped into that extra region. Yasir Kaleem, very, very watchful indeed, playing with bat and body very closely tucked together. You can feel that they just don't want to make a mistake. Don't let Abu Dhabi back into the game once again. Because if they bat the 20 overs, they'll win the game, Rashid.
Certainly, and it's not a very big total they're chasing. They still require 98 of 75 balls, and they'll be fancying their chances, and they'll be just making sure that they take the game deep, and try to get as many runs on without taking a risk.
Well, I wonder how long Ali Awad will delay, bringing on his remaining spinners. P.A. Riaz, Mazhar Bashir. Oh, leading edge. That's straightened off the deck there. Right from the center of the wicket too.
That would have been really close had it not hit his bat there.
रुक के नहीं खेला
That
जाएगा
was right in
शाबाश
front of the stumps.
पकड़ो खोदी
Another brilliant over from Zubair Khan. He's proving unplayable tonight. 38 for 4.
रियाज थोड़ा जाग के 3 minutes down 3 minutes हाँ इंडिविजुअल पे सर पिट्टी पकड़ी मैं बाहर फिर फेंकूंगा भाई
Ataur Rahim continues from the commentary box end. Hooked away and fine leg is up. That will be a boundary for Mohammad Nadeem.
Mohammad Nadeem is not going to miss out on those. A freebie there by Atar Rahim. Slightly short. He doesn't have that kind of a pace which Rohit does, so he can't afford to bowl that too short. And I think that was too short.
Yeah, nothing delivery, especially with fine leg up. It wasn't really part of the plan. So Ali Abid needs to be switched on here. One poor over will slide the scales towards the men in red. Sliced into the gap behind point. Back-to-back boundaries for Nadeem. Beautiful batting.
Superb shot there, bisecting those two fielders precisely like a thread in the needle. And very good shot there.
Once again, a nothing delivery. Short and wide with third man in. The margin for error is less than 0 with Nadeem in this form. And look at that, beautifully placed.
Well, he's still got those spinners who can bowl those overs in the middle. I wonder when he's going to play them.
Drilled through extra cover. 3 fours in a row for Nadeem. Now he's dealing and wheeling. 50 up for Sharjah.
Nadeem has switched to gear number 5 straight away. And he's just hitting those boundaries and timing them so superbly.
And we were worried, Rashid, that why are you giving Ataur Rahim these extra overs? He could be your weak point. And now look, he's conceded 18 runs in his 9 deliveries. The momentum has shifted. And make that 4 fours in a row. Mohammad Nadeem is blitzing Ataur Rahim all over the park.
Ataur Rahim looks under so much pressure there. He's just being so wayward. He's not bowling according to the field at all.
Everything is either over pitched or too short. And now this man has rolled into the 20s, and when he gets a start, he usually finishes you off. Slower delivery picked up over cow corner for 6. On to the top tier of the Dubai International.
Even better now. He just read that slower one to perfection and deposited that over that mid wicket. It's just gone into that second tier.
22 runs off the over. This was that first boundary, hooked away for 4. Then this beautiful glide behind point. Look at that, just all angles. Then it was over pitched. His favorite shot, the extra cover drive. And then short and wide, cracked over third and point. And then the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. Slow delivery, bang, over cow corner, onto the top tier. That ball is not coming back. New balls, please. 28 runs conceded in 11 balls. One error is all it took. Oh, and he's just taken the single to keep the strike. 4-4-4-6-1. Disastrous over for Abu Dhabi. 61 for 4.
Shabba boys, long way to go. शाबा मजर भाई तगड़े होके जरा तगड़े होके आधा थल्ले
Well, that last over from Ataur Rahim was just one too many.
शाबा लाला
Mazhar Bashir now introduced into the attack, but is it too little too late? Now Nadeem is well set, looking comfortable. And that run rate equation has shifted towards the men in red.
They've still got some runs to play with, 74 of them. Look at the economy for Mazhar Bashir, 7.7. He's picked up 10 wickets with an average of 29. Not that bad altogether.
Pretty decent figures. Oh, he's just making that ball swing in the air. Inside edge squeezed away to fine leg. Meanwhile, Yasir Kaleem just biding his time. And we know he can counter-attack any minute.
And that's what Yasir needs to do. He needs to give most of the strike to Nadeem, who's striking the ball so also brilliantly.
Chipped in the air and taken at short fine leg. What a catch by the big unit Zubair. And just as you said, Yasir Kaleem needs to hang in. He's played a very poor shot and gifted his wicket.
Certainly, I think that wasn't the intention to play it in the air. He just wanted to guide it towards that fine leg region and pick up a single, but taking that upper edge of the bat and a very good catch there by Zubair, leaping up in the air and taking that brilliantly.
That was not an easy catch by any means. And that's a huge blow to Sharjah once again. Yasir Kaleem gone for 11. Half the side back in the dugout for 62.
शाबाश 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 विकेट बोर्ड डेंजर है शाबाश बोर्ड इजी नहीं है रन यहाँ पे शाबाश 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 इजी नहीं है मदर भाई जरा दोनों बॉल करके जरा अंदर बाहर लवली 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 घुमा के जरा शाबाश
62 for 5 after 9.3 overs. New man in is Adil Malik. Yasir Kaleem had to go back in the previous over. Mazhar coming in for the first time in the game and immediately having a great impact with that wicket. Look at that. Wanted to play it along the ground, gets the top edge, and what a good catch that was from Zubair. Has just given away 1 run so far. Mazhar looks good, looks very, very promising. Has just come out to bowl with a plan, Mazhar, and has executed those plans pretty well. 4 fielders inside the 30-yard circle for him. And that's the end of the over, in fact. 10 overs have been bowled. Sharjah are 62 for 5.
स्वाइप करी उसके साथ या रोहित में भेज बल्कि रोहित आप जाओ रोहित
Halfway through the first to the second innings, in fact, and Sharjah are 62 for 5. That's the field setting. 3 fielders on the off and 1 at fine leg. Catcher is the call straight to him. Another effort, but in vain as Nadeem gets a 4. He must have had his heart in his mouth, but that ball just clearing the fielder at fine leg.
Leaving dangerous here. Nadeem this time going down on one knee and just manages to clear the fine leg fielder. He tries his best. Moves to 66 is Sharjah. Width offered and lofted over the covers. Back-to-back boundaries. More runs for Sharjah and Nadeem.
Nobody moves. That was hit so hard, and that ball just crossed the ropes in no time whatsoever. Clean hitting from this man, very strong, straight down the ground. And that was just 1-2 bounces and over the ropes. And now watchful. Slower in the air from Zubair. The target of 135. Still quite a few runs left, but they need to get Nadeem out, Abu Dhabi Mudassir, if they want to get back into the game.
It looks like he's playing on a different surface. The other batters are struggling, but he quickly moves to 38 of just 22 deliveries. Once again, a counter attack by Nadeem in this edition. Half of the side back in the hut. But with ease, he's playing his shots, Mohammad Nadeem. Nicely played, driven straight down the ground. Just a single, and with that single, 71 for 5, 11 gone.
बताना 2 आउट चाहिए ना मेनू हर हाल शाबा तगड़ा होके शाबाश 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 इजी नहीं है अभी भी
That's the current scenario. At after 11 overs, Abu Dhabi was 71, so was Sharjah.
To say the comparison between both the teams after 11 overs, yeah, the score looks same, but the wicket caller, Abu Dhabi lost 4.
bowling बदल भाई
Here's the comparison there. sometimes does get a little tricky.
Shabash, shabash, boys.
71 for 5.
Single.
Rocked on the back foot and played it in the gap. Nadeem, he's playing a very, very sensible knock. And Sharjah have found Nadeem as their finisher
Single easy now.
in the side.
That too, playing with the tail at the other end. But now it's Adil Malik, but in the previous match it was the tail. And he took his team to the target and got those two important points in the kitty. A brilliant all-rounder, Mohammad Nadeem. What a season he's having in domestic circuit. Not at all under pressure, though he has lost a couple of partners. Once again, a poor delivery down the leg.
Ball लो मदर भाई. तगड़ा हो ना तेरा.
Chasing 134. Lost half of the side. Adil Malik on one faced 4 deliveries. But they need to get rid of Nadeem.
Yes.
Wanted to take that quick single, but good fielding by Rohit Khan.
Yes, would you want to get Rohit back into the attack for an over? He was very dangerous in that first spell. Got the wicket of Usman Khan and Fayaz. A wicket over from him here, and a wicket at this point in time will do a lot of good for Abu Dhabi.
Rightly said, Shoaib. They're playing the spinners with ease. At least give an over to your fast bowler. Can make a difference. This time goes towards the mid-wicket. Poor effort. He was slow off the blocks. 4 runs for Nadeem.
Again, not from the middle of the bat for Nadeem. This one just playing it away from his body. Had to reach for it. Diving effort. And just couldn't get there. Zia, the fielder. Plays it fine and will be a dot ball. 12 overs and Sharjah are 80 for 5. The fun news, fun facts. In 2013 at Johannesburg, both MS Dhoni and AB de Villiers tried their hand at bowling, making it the first where both wicket keepers bowled at least 1 over in a test match.
चेंज होते रहेगा ना स्पिनर पे जो भी आ रहा है उसको बोलो रेडी रहो वो अंदर से उठा के लेके आए
Looked like it was a planned effort.
बाहर इधर इधर बाहर रखो जल्दी आ जाओ
The wicket keepers. I think it was a draw that match, and hence both the wicket keepers would have thought of rolling their arms over. Hasn't happened after that, and especially nowadays, the kind of Test cricket that we are witnessing, not many draws are expected. Especially England, the way they are playing in Pakistan right now. Giving a tough fight for the home side. 80 for 5 as Sharjah have to face the danger of Rohit. 2 wickets for him, 9 runs, and he's been introduced into the attack, Mudassir.
He's so good at predicting the things. Shoaib Ahmed, he has did a couple of times earlier again. Now, and over before. He was saying that it's time they should get Rohit Khan, and for you, it's a Rohit Khan. They need this wicket of Muhammad Nadeem. A fortune teller in the comment box. Shoaib Ahmed.
Well, I think I'm just lucky. Just give my rants and sometimes it just works.
Give me the lottery number.
Well, yes, Rohit. Now they need wickets from Rohit, especially this wicket of Nadeem Mudassir. 44 of 27. What an innings this has been from him. Oh, very well bowled, and he's very watchful. Nadeem against Rohit. They're looking for two and will get them comfortably in the end. That's good running between the wickets.
Poor fielding by Osama. The captain is not at all happy. It's a young lad. He needs to be quick. And look at the throw. Very poor throw coming from the deep. Couple of runs has been added to the total. Picking up those 2 wickets. Rohit Khan. Nicely played. Opens the face, and this time a brilliant effort. And now comes the throw. Couple of bounces. This is what needed. Osama Hassan. This time just a single.
That was a good ball, a quick delivery, and the ball was flying towards the deep third. Great effort from Osama to cut that ball first up and then quickly getting up to his feet and throwing and releasing the ball, restricting Sharjah to just 1 run. Short ball allows it to go into the hands of the keeper. Adil, he's on 3 of just, in fact, just 3 runs of 8 deliveries. Taking his own time out there, Mudassir.
The required rate is not at all a problem after losing those 5 wickets. Bulk of the runs are being scored by Muhammad Nadeem, giving him company and support. Driven straight towards mid-off, but Atar Rahim at covers comes in. A single, a sensible piece of batting by Adil Malik. Immense talented all-rounder Muhammad Nadeem. Very calm and composed, Shoaib, the way he's approaching the target. Nicely bowled and well played by the batter. A dot delivery, 13 gone, 85 for 5.
'85 for 5. 13 overs have been bowled.
What a break, yaar! Not easy to play, boy!
And he's getting some turn, Mazhar.
Shabba, shabba!
50 needed of 41 deliveries. Onto the back foot, but unable to find the gap. It's 8 p.m. and someone is enjoying the snacks in the com box.
Well, they were just
Sure.
waiting for us to get in the com box so that they can have a party there. "49 runs needed of 39 deliveries. The equation not very difficult for Sharjah. It's just that the wickets, they've lost a lot of wickets. And it is this, I feel, is the only pair that can actually get them home. Amjad Gul yet to bat. Hasn't been scoring a lot of runs, Amjad Gul. But what an over this has been so far from Mazhar Mudassir.
So far, a decent over. The key is Mohammad Nadeem standing between Abu Dhabi and the victory. Batting beautifully, moves to 47 quickly. An appeal, but drifting towards the leg.
And that was going down leg, as you can see, and I think there's some glove involved as well. 5 deliveries bowled in this over. Short ball pulled, and will only be a single.
Left him round, batsman.
Time since last boundary, 2 overs. And that's a lot when you've got Nadeem batting out there in the middle. He moves on to 49 with that single.
This over is very important for both the teams. Another dot ball, the required run rate creeping up. They need to find a boundary. 8.29. Excellent work by our team.
Catcher is the call. It's gone high up in the air. There is a fielder who will take it comfortably in the end. And a vital breakthrough just at the right time. That is what the doctor had ordered for Abu Dhabi. And it is Zubair who brings out the medicine, the antibiotic, and gets that wicket of Adil Malik. 88 for 6.
Nicely bowled, going down on one knee and trying to clear the deep square leg. Well judged catch taken by Riaz in the deep. What was that medicine you have ordered, or the doctor ordered? But we have ordered a cup of tea. Thanks to Rashid, it's 88 for 6.
Next time, yeah. Left him round.
Amjad Gul, the new man in. 14.3 overs. 14-4 now. And Zubair, he's given them that breakthrough that they were looking for. Rocked on the back foot this time. Takes a single, brings the senior member in that partnership on strike. Nadeem on 49. Just one run away, Mudassir, from a 50.
The last delivery. Brilliant knock under pressure. Unbeaten on 49, Mohammad Nadeem. This is the right platform for all those talented cricketers to showcase their skills, and It has been a wonderful tournament for Mohammad Nadeem. The bowler Zubair, the left-arm orthodox, has been bowling brilliantly. Goes big, goes straight towards the comb box and brings up his 50 with a maximum. No stopping. It's Mohammad Nadeem on fire.
Well, he's the man for Sharjah. He's the man who's brought them out of trouble already. And what a way to get to his 50. He was on 49. That's a different pressure altogether, but not for this man on his screens. If it's in the slot, he's going to go for it. And that is exactly what he does. 55 in the 35 deliveries that he's faced so far. What a clean hit. Amazing hitting from this man, Nadeem. Gets to the first tier and no chance whatsoever for anybody. 15 overs, 95 for 6.
Ali!
15 overs, 5 more overs to go. Mazhar continues bowling his 4th over, given away just 12 runs in his 3 overs. Mazhar Bashir has got that mystery element to his bowling. Not a big turner of the ball, but very consistent with his line and length, and just rolls his fingers over the ball, getting that ball to turn either way.
A timely hit 6 by Mohammad Nadeem on the last delivery, making sure that required rate doesn't go beyond them. Just a single, taking the thick outside edge towards the third man. Amjad Gul. It's a new batter, but key is Mohammad Nadeem for Sharjah, batting beautifully. Of 96, he scored 55. More than half of those runs came from the blade of Mohammad Nadeem.
Waited for it, and that's gone high up in the air. He's launched that onto the second floor, and another 6 coming in from the bat of Nadeem. After that 50-run mark, I think he's just going to go for it, dealing in 6s, and that is another clean hit. Magnificent hitting from Nadeem.
He's taking the bowlers for a ride of Dubai Cricket Stadium, sending them into the stands with an ease. Mohammad Nadeem, a brilliant batting performance. Continues 61 of just 36 deliveries.
That's the 50 package. The runs that he scored all around the park. 61 already for him. Just 36 deliveries. Started off slow because he had come in a tricky situation. But then once he got those drives in, once he got the few deliveries in his slot, there's no looking back for this man. He took away a lot of runs in that over from Ataur Rahim. And then there was no stopping Mohammad Nadeem. 7 fours and 3 sixes in the 61 that he's got. Most of the 6s came just recently in the previous over and the over before that. Against the spinners, he's very comfortable, waits for the ball and then connects it cleanly. He's smiling because he's got 61 runs for him, and more importantly, he's still out there for Sharjah.
Very well bowled, very well bowled. Shabash.
Nicely pulled outside off.
Shabash, shabash,
Beautiful.
Lala.
Just beautiful batting from Nadeem.
You need to get him out.
Pakad le.
Play towards the long off Osama. Who's the fielder? Osama once again slow off the block. There was the opportunity to grab wicket of Nadeem. Survives yet again, not in control. It should
That is,
have been taken at this level, Shoaib.
yeah, that should have been taken. Osama not being able to collect, and that's a big chance gone down. 16 overs, 104 for 6.
जा किथे आजा आजा हेलमेट हेलमेट छेती आ जरा छेती हेलमेट हेलमेट है बाहर पड़ा ग्रीन वाला फैसल पहला बोल रही है ना यो माइंड चेंज हो गया क्यों
Nicely bowled, Zia. Three overs, 16 runs, 31 runs needed from 23 deliveries. That equation would have looked difficult had Nadeem not been there for Sharjah.
You're almost there. Now you should not get distracted by the things. You need to be very calm and composed. Amjad Gul this time just clears the point fielder. Racing towards the fence. Comes in Ataur Rahim. Couple of runs for Amjad Gul and Sharjah.
Yes, just wanted to clear that fielder, opening the face of the bat at the last moment. Amjad Gul, 106 for 6. If they can't take Nadeem's wicket, they need to take wickets from the other end. They need to get 10 wickets, Abu Dhabi, if they want to win this.
He'll play his shots here. Amjad Gul. There comes on the back foot plate towards the sweeper cover. Just a single. Lately, so many good fast bowlers and good all-rounders had made their debut in our UAE domestic circuit. Nadeem is one of them. The Rohit Khan, who is playing for Abu Dhabi, a left-arm fast bowler. Brilliant fast bowler with a new ball. Not in control, just a single. Usman Khan was a first-class player in Pakistan, but once he moved to UAE, then he came into the limelight through D-Series tournaments, the T10, 20, 50 over format, and he was picked by PSL team Multan Sultan. Earlier, it was the Quetta for him. Well played by Amjad Gul. Quick between the wickets. Poor cricket. Zia Mukhtar is not at all happy. They are giving away easy runs. 110 for the loss of 6 wickets. Just 25 runs away. Sharjah.
No, that shouldn't have been two. The throw was not that great. Using his feet to stop the ball. Zia should have been on the stumps behind, waiting for the throw.
goes on the back foot and goes towards the deep square leg. A boundary. And yet again, they have conceded a boundary on the last delivery of the over. 17 gone, 114 for 6.
शाबाश पा इजी नहीं है अभी भी है ना बैक ब्रेक है ये सीधा है नहीं सज्जा मीडियम पेस है नहीं नहीं स्पिनर है साडा जादूगर ये दा ब्रेक करा ये जादू करदा है ਵਿੱਚ तो पहले किधर गया था जादू हां ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਲਾਇਆ ਹੀ ਇਸ ਮੌਕੇ ਤੇ ਜਾਦੂ ਕਰਨਾ 2-3 ਸਕੋਰ ਦੇਗਾ 3 ਆਊਟ ਕਰ ਦੇਗਾ ਜਾ
Full toss, juicy full toss to Nadeem. He smacks that, but straight to the extra cover fielder. No run whatsoever. Pa Riaz.
Lovely ball, Shaba Riaz.
P.A. Riaz. Pakadle is the call. Nobody's going to catch that. Just over the point fielder. They're hoping that this ball just lands into the hands somehow.
The previous over when Zia Mukhtar was bowling, he was so annoyed with the fielder for that poor effort. Now it was Zia. It just went over him. There wasn't a chance. As said by Shoaib, it's not Pa Riaz, it's P.A. Riaz. Pa. I think in the Punjabi, it's Pa means you call your elder brother as Pa. He's from Kerala.
He should call me Pa. Riaz has played, bowled that well, and Nadeem has played that towards long on for a single.
Towel.
18 runs of 14 deliveries. That's the equation right now. It's been a good comeback from Sharjah.
Hit hard towards mid-wicket. This time a good effort by the fielder. Running in from the deep. Just a single. They need wicket badly here. Nadeem on strike to face the last delivery of this over.
That's a good hit over extra cover and will go the distance. What clean hitting this is from Nadeem. He wants to finish things off in a hurry. Last ball of the over again. A 6 conceded. 18 overs, 124 for 6.
So the upcoming match, that is match number 3 of the day, is between Ajman and Dubai. Coming live from Dubai International Stadium. Riding high on confidence after defeating Fujairah, the lads of Dubai. And comes in Rohit to bowl the 19th over, 11 needed of 12 balls. Amjad Gul on strike, runs in Rohit Khan On the back foot, targeted the mid wicket. Just a single. We have seen hundreds, we have seen 50s throughout this tournament. What an impactful inning this is by Mohammad Nadeem.
Definitely one of the best in the tournament, Mudassir. The kind of pressure that he was in, the situation, of the game was such that you had somebody, you would have wanted somebody to stand up to the occasion, and Nadeem has done just that, not just once but twice for Sharjah. Like I said, if you have to choose a finisher for a side in this tournament, it will have to be Nadeem. The kind of performances he's put on, he believes in finishing games for his side.
He was losing the partners. He was calm and composed. He was not in a hurry. Waited for those bad deliveries and made sure that he stays till the end. Now just 9 needed of 10 deliveries. But still a good fight back by the Abu Dhabi after posting that modest total of 133 on board, taking those big wickets early. But Nadeem batting beautifully. A quicker delivery away from Amjad Gul. A dot delivery. Now it's run a ball.
Yes, nobody else to blame but themselves. Even at the end of the first innings, we felt that they were 20-25 runs below par. Had this been a 150 score, it would have been very difficult for Sharjah to chase it down. But the batting has let them down in the first innings. And I also asked the same question to Ali Abid at the toss. They look very comfortable. Oh, beautiful hit. Beautiful hit straight down the ground. It was in the slot. No matter how quick you bowl, if you bowl it in the slot, it's going to be punished, especially by the likes of Amjad Gul and Nadeem. Decides to go downtown and gets 6 runs.
Going for the Yorker, and well played by Amjad Gul, damaging that side screen. Brilliant hit and a crucial partnership and good knock by Amjad Gul. 19 of just 14 deliveries, 3 needed. Played towards the point, wanted that single. Nadeem, wayward throw. Then they go for that single. No backup. Poor cricket by Zia Mukhtar.
Yes, there should have been a backup, especially realizing that the ball has been played towards point. The long on fielder should have come in the 30-yard circle. 2 runs needed now. Abu Dhabi look to be a far better side when they're chasing, when they know what the score is. But batting first, they just lose the plot, I feel. Especially their fielding. The catches, they've not taken their catches. And that is why Sharjah are now just 1 run away from victory and 2 points. 19 overs, 134 for 6. .134 for 6. 1 run needed. Scores are tied. And just perfect to see Nadeem taking that winning run and also finishing the game for Sharjah. What a fight this has been. What a knock it is from this man. Has been scoring runs for fun and has been scoring important runs for his side. Every time he comes out to bat, he's in a difficult situation, but he makes batting look so easy, and especially the run chase, he is absolutely phenomenal. Sharjah win the game. They looked in some trouble, but in the end, they win the game by 4 wickets and also get those 2 points against a strong Abu Dhabi side. They were at number 2 at the beginning of the day in the points table, and that will change and change pretty soon as there is a shuffle in the points table. But a lot to think about, especially when it comes to their fielding. Abu Dhabi, the batting has also let them down in the first innings, just couldn't get to a decent total. While for Sharjah, they will feel that they've been absolutely lucky to have Nadeem in their side. The kind of performances he's done for them, they've relied heavily on him in the middle order, and he has delivered time and time again. Fayaz, the skipper, will be very pleased with that performance from his team members. Ayan is definitely a big plus for Sharjah, but they need to iron out their batting. Colonel Zahid bowling well. Hazrat Lukman bowling well as well. And for both these sides, early days in the tournament, Mudassir, but overall, just because they had Nadeem in the side, they've done well to get those 2 points. Looking at the scorecard for Sharjah against Abu Dhabi, Usman scoring 10 of 13. Khalid was out for a duck. Fayaz out for 2. Yasir out for 11. So the top 4-5 players were back in the hut without disturbing the scorers a lot. And then came this man, Nadeem, who just had different plans altogether and made sure that Sharjah get to the total with 5 balls to spare. 76 of 47 for him, and Amjad Gul giving him able company, scoring 20 runs in 15 balls. The bowling for Abu Dhabi, they bowled well, just that the fielders didn't back their bowlers, and the catches that they dropped will definitely come back to haunt them later in the tournament as well. We'll have to see how that pans out. But Zia Mukhtar, 4 overs, 26 runs and a wicket. 2 wickets for Rohit Khan. He's the man to look out for Abu Dhabi. Has been bowling exceptionally well. Zubair Khan, with his spin bowling, was absolutely effective and made sure they didn't leak runs in the middle overs. 2 wickets for Zubair as well. That 1 over from Atta was very expensive and turned the tide in the favour of Sharjah. 29 from his 2. Mazhar Bashir also bowled well. 21 in his 4 overs and got a wicket. Let's look at the highlights of the second innings, chasing that total. Sharjah came out to bat, and the first 4-5 wickets were just thrown away and gifted by the Sharjah batters. A good catch there from Nick, and then Rohit came in to bowl and bowled really well. 2 wickets in that over. Made sure that Abu Dhabi were in the driver's seat earlier on in the first 6 overs. The power play overs definitely belonged to Abu Dhabi. Ayan Khan falling cheaply as well. But then came Nadeem, and as soon as he got those loose deliveries from Ataur Rahim, he made sure that he capitalized on that first over. Yasir Kaleem also fell cheaply, but it was Nadeem, and it was a Nadeem show all around in that run chase, hitting 6s at will. And what was really good about Nadeem's run chase was that he was absolutely wonderful with that bat in his hand. He knew when to go aggressive and when to be cautious. He played a sensible innings, especially against Rohit, who was brought into the attack to look for wickets. Amjad Gul also hitting some clean hits straight down the ground and releasing that pressure off the 2 sides. That was a winning run from the bat of Nadeem, and it made sure that they got those 2 points for his side as well. Let's look at the match summary. Abu Dhabi were asked to bat first, scored 134 for 8, Ali scoring 41, Mazhar scoring 32. Colonel Zahid bowled an exceptional spell, getting 4 wickets in his 4 overs and 3 wickets for Lukman Hazrat as well. In reply, Sharjah faltered in that run chase. First 5 wickets were down without many runs on the board. Mohammad Nadeem came in, and then just took the game away from Abu Dhabi. 76 for him in 47 deliveries. Amjad Gul getting 20 of 15. Zubair bowled well, got 2 wickets. Rohit was absolutely wonderful with the new ball, taking 2 wickets and conceding 24 runs in his 4. In the end, Sharjah win the game by 4 wickets. It's time for us to dive into a short break, and when we are back, we'll bring you the post-match presentation for this game, so stay tuned.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the MazaPlay.net Emirates D20 2022 powered by Fan Code. We've just concluded match number 10, and what a thriller it was. Sharjah taking on Abu Dhabi. Sharjah winning the toss, inviting Abu Dhabi to bat first, and they could only manage a score of 134 for 8. But then it was Sharjah's turn to bat, and they made it a very tough task. Had to go right down to the wire, but once again, it was one man who controlled the run chase and took them across the line. It's time for the player of the match presentation, and of course Mr. Iftikhar Ali will be presenting the award, our match referee. And once again, it is Mohammad Nadeem of Sharjah who gets the award for his 76 runs, not out of 47 balls. At one stage, they were 26 for 4 when he took over the run chase and took them across the line. नदीम बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो, एक और प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच अवार्ड मिला है, लेकिन पिछला मैच आप सिर्फ 2 विकेटों से जीते आखिरी ओवर में जाके, आज भी आखिरी ओवर में जाके जीते. क्या ये एक वेल जेल साइड की निशानी है या अभी भी कुछ बेहतरी की ज़रूरत है?
जी बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले तो मैं अल्लाह ताला का शुक्र अदा करता हूँ. नहीं, हमारी बैटिंग ऊपर से फयाज भाई और ऊपर से हमारी बैटिंग यासिर भाई और खालिद भाई बहुत अच्छे बैट्समैन हैं लेकिन वो क्लिक नहीं कर रहे तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मैं जब जाता हूँ लेकिन फ़िलहाल हमारी बैटिंग इतनी अच्छी नहीं चल रही हमारी टीम की हमारे बैट्समैन बहुत अच्छे हैं जब मैं जाता हूँ तो सिचुएशन थोड़ी मुश्किल होती है तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अभी तक अच्छा चल रहा है सारा कुछ
सिचुएशन तो मुश्किल होती है लेकिन आपके चौके नहीं रुकते, आपके बड़े बड़े छिक्के दूसरे दूसरे स्टैंड में जाके गिर रहे हैं, इस फॉर्म का क्या राज है?
जी मैं अपनी बेसिक जो मेरी गेम है ना मैं वही ट्राई करता हूँ जो अपने बेसिक है मैं उसी पे खेलता हूँ तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अभी तक अच्छा चल रहा है सारा
और ओवरऑल ये आपका पहला D20 है, कैसा लग रहा है एक्सपीरियंस?
जी माशाल्लाह वो यूएई का सबसे बड़ा टूर्नामेंट है तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बहुत मज़ा आ रहा है और बहुत अच्छा फील हो रहा है
चले, हमें आपकी बैटिंग का देख के भी बहुत मजा आ रहा है. वेल प्लेड अगेन टुडे नदीम.
थैंक यू सर थैंक यू
Well, that's the wonderful, consistent match winner, Mohammad Nadeem, who once again took his team across the line as Sharjah got the 2 points against Team Abu Dhabi. That's all from the post-match award ceremony for now. We'll take a short break, and then we have another match coming up. It's Ajman taking on Dubai at 9:30 p.m. local time. We'll see you then.